Here we are at another easy mission for Operation Chimera. This is Union-2. Union-2 is among the easiest for the Union. The requirements are simple. You have to get a kill in the first 90 seconds of the match, and if you want to complete it with honors, you have to survive the match. So, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do under the right conditions. I have picked the Russian medium, Tier 9 medium T-54 to do this. I think because you have to be aggressive early on. You need a gun that's going to put out the damage in the first 90 seconds. You need a little armor because you're going to be aggressive in the process. The T-54, in my mind, was one of the top picks to do this, despite the terrible driving that I'm doing right now. So this is also a great map for this. Usually light tanks run up the middle of Abbey. And so it's easy to get in there, bully those light tanks, and take them out of the game pretty quick. Now, one of the other things you'll notice is I'm platooned. This wasn't intentional. I didn't platoon specific to this mission, but you can see my platoon mate has already put damage on this light tank. I think platooning for this mission is extremely useful because you only have 90 seconds, and you can see here I'm very, very close to not getting this mission done. Pull it out with just a couple seconds. If I didn't have a platoon mate putting damage on there consistently, that would have been a failure of the mission. So great map for this. There's other maps that are good for this. There's probably maps that are not less than ideal for this, like Prokhorovka or Malinovka, where if you rush a light tank, you're going to be in the open. You're probably going to get obliterated. There's other great maps for this. Himmelsdorf comes to mind. You can run up the one line, or you can push the hill and just kill the first tank that's up there. This was probably the best conditions for this possible mission, because not only was I able to get up into the middle of Abbey, kill a light tank, there was enough cover there for me to sort of maneuver around and get out of there without taking a huge amount of damage. Now the rest of this mission, I just want to hopefully guarantee a win for the team, and of course survive. Although my goal is never really to complete with honors. It's always nice to get the honors because of the extra credits or other bonuses that you get from completing with honors for the mission. So I'm going to push over and help the heavies here. I actually feel the heavy line is probably one of the more critical areas of this particular map, because if you're trying to assault the enemy base and you take the heavy line, you can have Overwatch tanks that are sitting at like J3-ish area or H3 to overwatch their flag, clear out any resistance that's still up there, or the reverse of that. If the enemy actually does push onto your cap, you can go back to H3 or B3 and help clear out the cap and stop cap while your other teammates cap, or maybe get other angles on them. So I've chosen to go up the heavy line and see if I can't help unblock this lane. They probably didn't need help to win this, but this was the ideal place for me to go, particularly if I wanted to survive, because pretty much everything gets spotted over here anyways. There's not going to be any surprises usually. We have a pretty commanding lead at this point. I actually considered going back to cap, but I figured there's two TDs there. There really is no need to go save the cap, so to speak. The biggest threat is those heavies that are in the mid, but quite honestly, they're not going to do a lot from up there. If they poke off the south to stop cap, you can easily snipe them. If they poke up north, overlooking our cap, with two TDs up there, it really isn't going to be a big deal. So I felt comfortable pushing on towards the cap, even though I want to survive, because really the only thing that's going to be a danger at the moment is already getting a lucky shot off on me. So I take out this already pretty quickly, and just try to position for where I can be of most use to the team, which was basically nowhere, just because of the position of the remaining enemy tanks. There wasn't a lot of need for me. I actually considered pushing up towards the Jag to help kill him, but they're going to kill him long before I get up there. So it was really just a question of waiting for the heavies to push into Abbey. I didn't want to go up there because I wanted to live. I certainly didn't want to brawl with a 257. So I made the safe play here, and by the time I actually got over to the 8 line, that Jag was basically dead. So no point in pushing up there. So again, really easy mission to get completed and to survive on. You can do this in really any type of tank you wish. I think even some of the TDs are fast enough to push in and get kills. Particularly with the Russian and Chinese, you have access to a lot of fast heavy tanks. 277 if you happen to have like the Object 260 from the previous campaign. IS-7 or IS-4 are also fast enough, so there's a lot of option to move in, but I would highly recommend using lighter medium tanks to get this done. So just clear out the last remaining tank here. And that is Union-2 for Operation Chimera. And just a quick summary here. Light tanks or fast mediums. Probably wouldn't do this in a slower medium just because the timing is so critical. Even with something as fast as the T-54, you can see that I only had a second or two left to get that kill in. You're going to have to commit to a location, so think about where the light tanks are going to go because they're going to be the easiest ones to kill. You just pick that spot and commit, and if you miss, just focus on the match and try to do it next match. And this is also, again, as I said, if you can plan it with a platoon, platoon is really helpful. They can help you whittle down that HP with the limited time you have and get this done quick.